Now at 10, one person is dead, another seriously hurt after a double shooting in St. Johns County.
Why a neighbor believes it could have been prevented and the warning signs we uncovered.
A 10-month-old baby left behind and locked in a daycare.
I'm just flabbergasted. I can't believe this has happened here.
What police did after an employee helped get the child out.
Welcome to the Jags, Leonard Fournette.
We'll run down the high expectations from the team and the fans with live coverage you can only get from the official Jaguar station.
Now, Fox 30 Action News Jax at 10 begins with breaking news.
Right now, JSO is investigating a death on Falcon Street in Jacksonville Heights on the west side.
JSO says they do suspect foul play. Action News Jax Danielle Avitable is live with this breaking news. And Danielle, you heard from police in the last 15 minutes.
Yes, and police have been on scene here for 6 hours. I'm told they got the call around 4 o'clock this afternoon, but they just obtained the search warrant to get inside of the house. I'm going to step out of the way so you could get a better look at this scene here. I see at least 2 crime scene units on scene, and there are several officers here. They tell me a woman in her 30s was found dead inside the home. They don't know how she died, but they are looking at it as possible foul play. Police say they think she was visiting from out of state, and at this time she is unidentified. And they tell me that all people who live inside the home are being questioned and they are being cooperative. And they're asking people, if you know anything about this death, to call JSO. As soon as I learn more information, I'll get that to you. On the west side, Danielle Avitable, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
And police are still on the scene of a double shooting that left one person dead and another seriously hurt in St. Johns County. Sky Action News Jax was over the complex before sunset, getting this exclusive view of deputies and the crime scene technicians there at work.
Action News Jax Larry Spruill is live now at the scene. Larry, neighbors tell you that these two people knew each other.
Yeah, John, they tell me they believe the two were in a relationship, but St. Johns County deputies could not confirm that when I asked them, but they did tell me the two found shots inside this apartment did know each other. Deputies blocked off this apartment in St. Johns County Thursday night as they investigate a double shooting. Chuck Mulligan tells me police got the call around 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Initially, one of the two individuals, they believe, presented no signs of life, but after a period of time, one of our investigators inside the home did, in fact, believe that the individual was still alive.
That's the news Allison DeVito heard as soon as she got home from work.
It's just really devastating.
She says she heard her neighbor shot and killed his girlfriend, then shot himself. Police did not confirm that information when I asked, but did say it's a possibility. Could this be a domestic situation?
Certainly could be. Again, we haven't made any declarative statements as to what this is exactly.
DeVito tells me she knew the female victim and saw them arguing before.
So just sad that it came to this.
And police tell me they have responded to this home numerous times, but could not tell me how many times when I asked. Coming up tonight at 11, how one neighbor tells me she tried to help the couple. I'll have that story coming up tonight at 11. We're live in St. Johns County tonight. Larry Spruill, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Leonard Fournette, running back, LSU.
The cheers from Jaguars Nation could be heard from Everbank Field to Philadelphia. Jags leadership hopes the running back from LSU will be the key to that long, hoped-for but elusive winning Jags season.
Yeah, the Jags went with the top running back in the NFL draft.
Wasn't exactly a surprise, but fans are pleased with the choice. We have live team coverage starting with Action Sports Director Brent Martineau live at the NFL draft in Philadelphia. Brent.
After an offseason of fixing the defense, the Jacksonville Jaguars made a move on offense here on night one of the 2017 draft here in Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette, the running back from LSU, figures to be the most talented running back in this class, maybe even a once-in-a-generation type of back. And he's coming to Jacksonville to be a member of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You think about some of the running backs in the history of this franchise. You think about Fred Taylor. You think about Maurice Jones-Drew. And some of those times is when the Jaguars have had their most success. So maybe Leonard Fournette now contributes to a turnaround for the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise and gives them a weapon on offense for Blake Bortles and the rest of that unit. We caught up with Leonard Fournette just a short time ago.
it wasn't just for me, for my mother and my father too, man. All the hard work they did with me, pushed me just to be the best that I can be, and it's a blessing.
You come from a tough area, tough upbringing at times, but you were always pegged as a superstar guy.
Yeah.
Is this the fruition of that? I mean, to see all this happen, all the hard work?
Yeah, I think it's motivation for where I come from for New Orleans, period. You know, they have somebody that's going to lead in the right way, going to show them the ropes, and I'm excited, man.
Now the Jaguars will settle in for the rest of the night. At least we think they will for now, and they'll get ready for Friday's second-round pick at number 35. Much more coming up on Leonard Fournette, including our entire conversation on a half-hour special at 10:30 here on Fox 30. For now, live at the draft in Philadelphia, I'm Brent Martineau, Action Sports Jax.
Thousands of Jags fans packed Everbank Field tonight to find out who the Jaguars would pick. Action News Jax, Michael Yoshida, live at Everbank Field. Michael, I was there a little earlier. It was pretty loud out there.
Tanika, it was a thunderous reaction when that pick came in. Now, a lot of the people I spoke to earlier today had hoped the Jags were going to take that man, LSU running back Leonard Fournette. And when the pick was announced, the fans showed their excitement. It was a pick that brought fans to their feet.
Great pick, great pick, great pick.
This is an awesome pick.
That's a man. That's a man. We got a good man for the team.
Thousands packed into Everbank Thursday night to watch the Jags' 2017 first-round pick come in.
A really good choice. It's amazing to see all the fans and everything. I love it.
A choice that just a few hours before, fans were still trying to figure out.
I'm nervous. I don't know whether I want to trade back. I don't know whether I want Leonard Fournette.
Could go Fournette. We could use a quarterback, though.
But in the end, it was Fournette, a running back these fans hope will keep bringing them cheers this fall. And ahead at 11 on Fox 30, how the pick of Fournette has fans feeling about this upcoming season. Reporting live at Everbank Field, Michael Yoshida, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
And our coverage continues with our Action Sports Jax at the draft special. It's at 10:30. And Brent Martineau, as you saw, live in Philadelphia, he's going to have analysis of the Jags' first-round pick and look at what's ahead in the draft for the Jaguars. Well, right now, part of westbound Shores Boulevard at Madruga Avenue is closed. St. Johns County Sheriff's Office says that a nearby water line break washed that road out. County crews are working to repair the water line and the road. We'll bring an update when that road reopens.
Tonight, we're uncovering new information about a daycare where a child was left locked inside. Employee Sequoia Francis was arrested and charged with child neglect after the child's mother called police for help getting her baby back. All the doors were locked at ABC Christian VPK on the west side when a mother called police to get her 10-month-old son. For more than 30 minutes, police say he was left alone in a crib.
That's your child. Like, you don't want anything to happen to your child, especially in the hands of somebody, you know, that you think is able to take care of them, especially when you're gone somewhere. This is the caregiver.
DCF has 2 teams investigating this, and the daycare faces 3 violations: neglect, inadequate supervision, and failure to notify the abuse hotline. By state law, the employee who was arrested cannot work at any daycares now because of the charge she faces. The Clay County School Board will decide the punishment for a student who made an inflammatory post on Craigslist. The fake ad shows a picture of 2 African-American students with the caption, "Two slaves for sale, $470. The student behind the ad has been suspended for 10 days. The school board now decides if that student will be expelled or sent to an alternative school for the rest of his senior year. 7 Chief Petty Officers on the USS Way are facing punishment for misconduct. These are new pictures of the Mayport-based guided missile cruiser from earlier this month, somewhere in the Persian Gulf region. A Navy commander tells Action News Jax that 2 chiefs were involved in an adulterous affair with a subordinate sailor. 4 other chiefs are being punished for not reporting that misconduct. Another chief was punished for a drunken disorderly conduct incident during a port visit. A Coast Guard crew based in Mayport made a $22.5 million cocaine bust at sea earlier this month off the coast of Central America. These are pictures of the USS Zephyr's crew removing bags totaling 750 kilograms of cocaine from a small fishing vessel. They made the bust with the help of a Dutch Navy crew. A man with deep ties to Jacksonville is accused of fighting for the terrorist group ISIS in Syria. The Guardian reports that 46-year-old Kerry Clayman could face prosecution in the U.S. Neighbors of Clayman's family in Jacksonville say they're shaken up about it. They tell Action News Jax there must have been some kind of misunderstanding while he was in Syria. The U.S. State Department is not commenting.
Atlantic Beach police say the car owners need to do their part and lock their cars. ABPD officers caught one teenage car theft suspect and posted this picture of his gloved hands online. Officers say the boy dropped an iPad, cologne, and $70 when they confronted him.
Prosecutors plan on calling as many as 11 witnesses tomorrow after calling 7 people to the stand today in the federal fraud trial of Corrine Brown. The key witness was an FBI special agent. That agent testified that Brown's One Door for Education charity spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on lavish events, but only spent $10,000 on scholarships.
Tonight, JSO is looking for the man who shot a worker at the Popeyes on Edgewood Avenue. We brought you that breaking news last night at 10. Since then, we found out that the suspect allegedly took his gun out because he was upset about how much his food cost. Police say that suspect is between 25 and 35 years old, between 5'8", 5'10", with long dreadlocks and a goatee. And police say he may be driving an older model Ford pickup with a standard cab and a toolbox in the bed of the truck.
Bradford County firefighters are working on 3 separate brush fires that started late this afternoon. The largest has burned more than 100 acres, about 4 miles south of Stark. Firefighters from the State Division of Forestry and Clay and Putnam counties are also fighting those fires.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burris from the First Alert Weather Center, and indeed it is dry. It's hot too. The updated drought monitor map, I'll zoom in on this map and then track your next best chance for some of that much needed rain in your First Alert forecast after the break.
Preserving Native American history, how a local professor is keeping the story of a Native American tribe alive.
An Action News Jax hidden camera investigation shows kids sleeping through danger.
It's been about 2.5 minutes. So at this point, should someone have woken up?
Someone should have woken up, yes.
How your child's age and gender could keep them from hearing a life-saving alarm.